I literally just sit here the whole day. It's 6:30. My cardio is done, my steps are done. Well, my watch isn't even on, it's charging. I've done about 6k steps. So a lot of my steps is done. I'm doing 11.5 a day right now. So the morning is where I am the most productive. So I'm away to get my head down, get a good couple of hours work done because I have got a very, very busy day today. So I'm trying to ram everything in together. It is a leg day today, so I'm going to be taking you guys along with me to the gym to do that. And yeah, I'm just going to give you a day in the life. I'll show you what I eat on a training day. And yeah, it is go time. I have no idea where the time has gone. It is, oh my god. I am 100 miles an hour all of the time. It is currently 10:30. I am away to have meal one, which is going to be 150 grams of chicken with 70 grams of rice flakes, 150 grams of berries, and 20 grams of nut butter. I have got 45 minutes until I have got a meeting for a very, very exciting project that I am working on. So I'm in the process of just getting all of that finalised, and it is so stressful. Who would have thought that launching a product would cause me this much stress? But yeah, I've got a meeting about that at 11:15, so I need to eat my pre-workout meal now. I need to go quickly shower, get myself sorted, and then we're going to be training legs later. So yeah, I'm just away to quickly make my meal. Although my rice flakes have actually been brewing for the past half an hour, so this is what I do, I'll show you. So I heat them up, put them in here, put them in there so they soak, so they're nice and, I don't know if you can see that, but they're very, very fluffy. And then I'll just pop the berries in and put them into a bowl. But yeah, chicken and veg first. And there we have it, part one. 150 grams of chicken and then a packet of steamed fish. And there we go, part two. We have got 70 grams of rice flakes. It doesn't really look nice, but trust me, it's delicious. With 150 grams of berries and then 20 grams of beautiful coconut and almond nut butter. This is the daddy. Oh my god. Ah! God's sake, it is the daddy of all nut butters. And breathe. Makeup is on, I look a little bit more presentable now. Hair's still looking a mess, but we'll go with it. I feel like I can actually finally breathe now that my meeting is done about my project. Majority of check-ins are done. I've got about 5 to go, so I'm away to go have a coffee, then get that 5 check-ins done, wait for the coffee to kind of sink in. And then I'm going to be heading to the gym, which I am really, really excited about because I love a good leg day, and I'm absolutely buzzing to take you guys along and show you what I get up to with minimal equipment. But yeah, I am in desperate need of a coffee. I've only had one today. But I'm going to be having the caramel, you guys can't see that, but it's a caramel creme brulee. It is awesome. This is probably my favourite Nespresso out of them all. But yeah, I'm just speaking absolute shit now, so I'm going to go have a coffee, work, and then take you guys to the gym. Right, we are in the gym. I am going to be training legs, showing you what exercises I do when equipment is essentially not available. So we'll be focused predominantly on barbell compound movements, a few cable movements in there, leg curl, leg extension. Honestly, so nervous. I get nervous every time I go into a leg session, especially when I'm training on my own. I've not got my training partner, and yeah, it gets so scary doing big compound movements with just a barbell and no spot, but it is what it is. So I'm just going to have a quickly warm up, 5 minutes on a treadmill, then I'll do a couple of activation movements with a glute band, and then I will take you guys along with me. You guys are currently resting up against the Stairmaster, but I thought before I actually go into this session, it would be a good idea for me to explain the style of training that I'm currently doing just now. So, prior to lockdown, when I was training in the gym full time, like right now I'm only training in the gym a couple of times a week, if that, like maybe one leg day a week right now, to be honest, because it's awkward for me to get to the gym due to timing, so the guys that own it. So I've just been training here the majority of the time, but my training style has changed ever so slightly since we came into lockdown. So normally I would do a working set and a back off set. So working, I mean 6 to 8 rep range, and then a back off set 12 to 15 reps. Working predominantly for progressive overload, so making sure that I am taking my 2 working sets to absolute failure. So what I mean by failure is mechanical failure, where I physically feel like I can't even do another rep. Now, because of lockdown and not having the load available, I've had to really strip back my training and actually focus more on higher volume as opposed to loading, because of the lack of weight available, which is absolutely fine. And I think this has allowed me to grow the most, if I'm being 100% honest, because the stimulus that I'm putting my muscles through is something that's never been done before. Like, this is a totally new style of training for me, and my body is responding very well. Like, I honestly think I've grown more in this past 6 months than I have the year with being in the gym. And I think it's because I'm putting myself through different rep ranges and going to failure on higher volumes, which I think is really, really important. Like, don't just stick to the textbook of hypertrophy leads to muscle growth, because it's over for this video. I've never actually done one of these before, so bear with me. If it's rubbish, let me know. I don't even know if you guys like this style of videos, but I thought it would be more educational and give you guys an insight as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, and to talk you guys through my workout. So please, in the comments, just give me a little message and let me know if you like these style of workouts. But here I'm just doing a couple of glute activation exercises, a couple of kickbacks, and basically getting my legs activated before going into this session. So first exercise that I go on to is a leg extension. Here I'm just doing a couple of feeler reps first, prior to going into my working sets. So the reason why we do a couple of feeler sets first is to just essentially get a feel for the movement. We want to make sure that we are not going to be putting ourselves at risk of injuring ourselves. So doing a couple of feeler sets first is going to be very beneficial for you. The clip you're seeing just now is my first working set. So this is 6 to 8 reps, balls to the wall, go into true mechanical failure. Now, you'll notice here on all of my sets, I try and keep my form as immaculate as I possibly can, because it's easy enough just to throw weight around, but if you're not nailing your sets with precision, then you're not going to be able to get the growth and get the stimulus that you want. Like, mind muscle connection is extremely important. So every single rep that you do, make sure you're really, really squeezing the muscle that you're working. So in this instance, we're working the quads here, and this is me just performing my back off set. So this is a slightly higher rep range here. We're aiming for between 12 and 15. Again, still making sure that we are keeping form absolutely immaculate. Now, that leg extension is so freaking difficult because there's no resistance, but I get a really, really good connection with the quads there, and that's the most important thing. Like, I'm absolutely loving these home workouts in the different style of training that I'm doing. So now we're moving on to a heel elevated, that was a way to say split squat. We've got split squats coming up, however. This is a heel elevated squat. Now, you couldn't even see the heel elevated because I'm absolutely terrible at YouTube, but we move, we've got it there. So heel elevated splits, oh my god, I said it again. Heel elevated squat, trying to get our depth as deep as we possibly can. This exercise, the reason why we're using the heel wedge is just to make it more quad biased. We want to make sure that we are targeting the quads as opposed to the glute and hamstrings in this exercise here. So this is my working set coming up. Again, really, really focus on the tempo of each of your reps. It is really, really important that you are precise with every single rep that you do. These are really, really tricky if you do get them right. So next we are going to be moving on to split squats. These are not heel elevated, however, these are just stationary. Now, the aim here is just to get your knee as low to the ground as we possibly can. I like to use these with slightly, like a glute dominant exercise as opposed to quad dominant. So you'll notice that my stance is slightly wider here. Split squats is probably one of the best exercises that I would recommend for your glutes. I get a really good glute pump with these, and you can get heavy with good form if you nail the form first. So now we're going to be moving on to like a stiff leg slash RDL paused deadlift. My problem here is the flexibility in my hamstrings. My hamstring flexibility is absolutely shit, so you'll notice there is a slight bend in my knee here, but using the pause at the bottom and really using the glutes and hamstrings to activate back up, keeping your back completely straight is really important. And then here we're moving on to a leg curl, seated leg curl. Now, this is a lot harder than it looks, if I'm being 100% honest. I've only got 25 kilos on here, but boy, it was really tough, so I did 3 high volume sets. I feel like I've been talking very quickly, but this is just a short little voiceover. Let me know if you like this style of video, guys. I literally cannot wait for my windows to get painted. Like, I have been wanting them done all winter. They're a really weird green colour. But yeah, I cannot wait for those bad boys to get printed because it'll make my house look so much better. Hello! Did I hit you? Sorry. Hello. You've been sleeping all day? Oh, you look very tired. You tired? Probably. Hungry? You're not getting anything. I am though, because it's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna wait to have some more of this. So, we've got 80 grams going in there. I always make a mess of everything. Right, 80 grams in there. Down. This cream of rice yesterday, and it's really sweet without fruit in it. So it's the white chocolate caramel flavour. And it is really good, but you do need, what am I trying to say? You do need fruit or something in it. That'll do. Yeah, stick that in the micro for a minute first. And you take it out and you mix it again. Please don't judge me on how I cook my cream of rice. Honestly, when I try and do it with boiling water, it just goes really clumpy. Or it did with the Train by JP kind that I was using before. So I just use half boiling, half not, and it normally works fine, but I think I've added too much water in today, so it's not cooking. Hooray! Oh, it's now 4 o'clock, by the way, and this is only my second meal, and then I'm going to my mum's for dinner tonight, so I'm just going to bulk up on the chicken that I've got and have 2 meals instead of 1, because the meal that I'm missing is egg whites and nut butter, so I'll just add more nut butter into my final meal in the evening, if that makes sense. I've not added too much water, she's coming together absolutely beautifully. Look at that, baby. Oh! Some people like to make their whey into a paste and put it on the top. I've never actually done that before, but I just love drinking my whey, if I'm being 100% honest, right? Yeah, so I've just got supplement needs chocolate protein powder in here, 25 25 grams. And here's what there. And then we've got our sexy cream of rice. So yeah, I'm a weirdo. I like to blend my berries through it. But yeah, that is 80 grams in there. And look at the volume. It's absolutely mental. So I'm going to sit down, enjoy this, respond to client messages, and then get ready to go to my mum's house for some dinner. And there we go. Next meal, we have got 350 grams of potato, some veg, again, steam fresh, and then 150 grams of haddock with a little bit of black pepper. Yum. Now they are having, is that breaded fish? Breaded fish and homemade chips.
Breaded, so.
Yum. We are now home, so I'm just away to have my final meal of the day, which is going to be 70 grams of rice flakes, 100 grams of berries, 20 grams of nut butter, and 30 grams of whey. And then I'm also going to take my evening supplements as well, which are liposomal glutathione, which is an antioxidant, curcumin, which is for helping with joint recovery, liver stack, what else have I got? Vitamin D. I take all of my supplements in the evening. Sleep stack. This is probably one of my favourite supplements to help with the amount of deep sleep that you achieve each night. So I'm going to take 2 of those along with the rest of my supplements on the PM priming stack. So you've seen that I took the 8 electrolytes. Oh my god, the PM priming stack. That's the AM one. Here it is. PM priming stack. Just a way to get ready for bed just now, so I'm just going to end this video here, guys, but thank you so much for watching once again. Hopefully I didn't bore you, but yeah, have a lovely day and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Bye. How awkward. Bye. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one.